Hey guys, welcome back to LA Noire, the Golden Butterfly. We are officially on our second homicide case. So, I'm really excited. Things seem to be very, very mysterious at the start of this. Oh, she gonna die. She's gonna die. Oh! What's it with everybody just getting hit in the freaking head with the friggin'... The last case was literally the same thing. What is going on here?
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Investigate the crime scene and the murder victim. So, just like he said, it seems awfully familiar. Awfully familiar. This might actually be tied to the last homicide case that we did. So maybe that's why these women are being murdered the same way, and it's kind of weird. All of them are women, which is a little sexist, but maybe this is what it was like back in the 1940s. So, gonna go on our way. Want to get on the vehicle? I don't even think this is our car, is it? No, it's not. Ow! Dude, this dude just ran me over! I think I was getting on the wrong car there. Yep. We're no longer in that type of car. We're in a more fancier detective-like vehicle. So.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat. Keep on straight.
I just played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
I was just playing GTA San Andreas, so I pressed square to brake. That's why I was like, I wasn't braking.
Take the next right.
So that was my fault, but I just literally finished an episode of GTA San Andreas, and the controls just kind of messed me up. Okay, so I think it's up here. Interesting. I don't know. Is it up here? Huh.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that matter.
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
It's got to be the same murderer, or the same mastermind behind these murders.
Detective, I was first on scene.
Oh, were you now?
Oh. So, hey, what's going on over
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
All right, let's see. Yeah, because where this thing took place, it seemed more like a parking lot. Oh, unless they dragged the body here.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Oh. Do you know how much editing goes into these things? So I have to blur out these damn women's nips. Talk to this guy.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Do you mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
Let's just go ahead and do this. Again, I'm saying it now. I do feel like this is all correlating to perhaps the same
What's this
thing.
mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Interesting.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Good observation. Missing jewelry.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Her neck is
Signature mark is very...
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Oh, dude, that's horrible. That neck is... Oh, Jesus. All right, so yeah, she's been definitely strangled. Stolen jewelry. Both the watch and the ring. See if we find anything here on the purse. It's a $5.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Definitely not this. Anything else in the purse?
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Deirdre Muller.
Back in a second.
Perfect. We've got a name, boys. And I think that's it. Yep. Okay, good. I think we need one more. Evidence B right here.
Detectives,
The foot...
RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Perfect. All right, so we've got all the clues. We've also got information on her name and a possible location. The Muller residence. The Muller residence. All right, let's head out. Hey, ladies, how you guys doing? Mind moving the fuck away from my car? All right, I'm gonna make my partner drive on this one, guys. So, here we go.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
130 North Bonnie Bray Street.
Still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
We just found out Phelps has kids. We knew he had a wife, but not kids. At least I don't remember. All right. I just want to say I don't think it was her husband because he reported her missing.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
Oh.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Dude.
We're
Wow.
gonna have a look around.
Are you kidding me? Her
I'll be back
daughter?
in a moment. Just sit tight.
Jesus Christ, man, that sucks. All right, so we've got a note here. We're gonna see if there was some issues between this marriage or whatnot.
Probably nothing.
Okay, seems to be a...
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Okay. Empty glass of water. Down the hallway to the bathrooms, the bedrooms. There's no sign of possible conflict between the marriage. Seems to be a what?
Nothing significant.
You guys remember phone books? I used to have a little phone book where I used to write down like my grandma's and my mom's phone number. It's crazy how life was back then, dude. Holy cow. This is the little girl's, by the way, so that was probably a diary. I need to be watching her diary and shit. Okay. What do we have here? Maybe there's jewelry in here. If the jewelry is in here...
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her
From
body.
her wrist, exactly. So that makes sense. And this is probably the ring. Definitely the ring.
No sign of a wedding ring.
She had it on, so they snatched it from her. I feel like there might be one more clue here. The shoes. The frickin' shoes. Dude, I really hope it's not her wife. I mean, her husband. Size 8.
Size 8.
What size was the other ones? I don't remember now. Let me see. Let me go back to my notebook. Clues. Small men's footprints. Huh. It doesn't say the size. Damn, unless we missed the clue back there. I don't think we did, though.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
15 years old. Missing watch and rings.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Honestly, I don't pay much attention to that stuff, so that's believable in my opinion.
I know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Last contact with the victim.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
I don't buy it.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Dude, what if he killed her? Oh.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Dude, what if he killed his own wife?
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it.
I see the pattern
She
here.
always wore her golden butterfly.
I see what's
Thanks,
happening
Miss Muller.
here.
You've been very brave.
Hey, what gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah.
He seems a little suspicious. 46, blue eyes, black hair, male. Hugo Muller. Footprints at the crime scene.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
He's fucking lying. They're 8.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
9s, I think. You don't know your own shoe size?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Missing person reports.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Really? Really? Look at that face. Really? You're gonna sit here and just lie to me like this? All right, cop.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Alibi for Hugo Muller.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
His
You
daughter.
should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Well, your daughter says otherwise. Yeah, Michelle Muller reports calling home repeatedly with no answer on the night of the murder.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
History of violence.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I think it was this one, right? The butterfly brooch purchased for Deirdre Muller after the domestic violence incident. Also the watch, but we don't have the watch as a clue or evidence. So I'm gonna go with this one.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo.
His
And how
daughter
you bought
said.
your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
4 for 4, baby.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Oh, hello there. Question the neighbor. How you doing, Mrs. Neighbor?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
What?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Bro, are you kidding me?
We need this guy to make the case.
Are you freaking kidding me? Come here, you stinking... How dare you? Ooh! Trying to get this guy, but... Jesus. Where'd he go? Oh my goodness.
Enough running, Hugo. Hands where we could see them.
What an asshole. Inspect the incinerator. I swear to God.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Wow.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Dude, his poor daughter.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home, and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield, and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Dude. That is wild.
Seems like a nice boy.
All right.
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Phelps, badge
We get Ray
1247.
Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street.
I need an address
Send
on a
someone down
Belmont
to Juvenile
High
Hall
School.
to look after a young
Checking
lady.
for you, Detective.
Roger, 11K.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right. Off to Belmont High then.
You're behind the wheel.
What a crazy freaking case, man.
Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, fellas. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimony, guy.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
I never thought it was going to be the husband. True. Like, I kind of felt like it, but maybe not, you know?
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
Her body was definitely transferred.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
Wow.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll.
So he's the one that did it? Both of them? Dude, it's like, what?
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Jesus Christ.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here.
All right. See if we can open up the trunk, maybe. Whoa. Whoa. Here it is, right there. All of them. The rope.
Skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
The jacket and the freaking crowbar. Or the wrench.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Huh. Interesting.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Bloody tire iron. Let's go ahead and call Central and see what we can dig up. Oh man, this just keeps getting more and more interesting. Man, this game, the cases really are complex. And they really keep you like on your toes, if you will.
Boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail.
How's that just been paid look about him?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
Return to Central for interrogations. It's time, boys. It is time. So back to the Central Police Station.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Should we do the Central Morgue or the Central Police Station? After the police station we go. This is getting interesting, my boys.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car. He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it?
Why'd her husband...
Kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
What about the blood on the shoes? That's the question here, really. That's the part that has me a little bit intrigued. The husband had a pair of shoes that he was burning, obviously trying to get rid of evidence, that had blood all over them. Which if you're totally innocent, you wouldn't have a need for that. Anyhow, 5:43 p.m. at the Central Police Station. It's been a long day of work. Detective work is
Better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence.
the easiest.
Let him do the... Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
And the pervert's in 1. The pervert.
Boys, you've really come through this time.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Alright, so we're gonna do
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
place of employment. 48, Ellie Rooney, blue eyes, brown hair, Child sex of
You
disgusting.
down on your luck, Eli?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
I'm gonna go with good cop.
I've done 14 years in and out of prison, son. You think you can outweight me? You're wrong.
What kind of job, Eli?
Working fishing boats, odd jobs around the boatyards. I'm pretty good with my hands.
What? Why did I? Okay.
You ever tie up any of your victims?
I got
Eli?
that wrong.
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
I'm gonna go for bad cop.
Mrs. Muller was strangled with a triple braid. Give me something, Eli.
I like braid, but I didn't rope that woman. You're not hanging this one on me, partner.
What?
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
This guy's a little tricky for me. I don't know why. I'm gonna use an intuition here. I feel like it's a bad cop, but he's, I don't know. I'm having an issue reading his.
No job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Really?
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about?
Ah, dude, I fucked up that.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
I fucked up that freaking. We gotta get this one right, guys. We gotta get this one right. Oh,
Here's
God.
where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
God damn it. Disposal of evidence, access to braided rope, victim's vehicle recovered, access to the iron tire.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
I'm gonna go with good cop.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin him.
Oh shoot. Okay, access to the braided rope.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Victim's vehicle recovered.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
How about a big fat no? There's an overall.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Really? What about this overall? Huh?
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Access to the tire iron.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Really?
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Buddy, we got one in the damn trunk, punk. Huh? Right here. Right here. Right here.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Okay, hold on. This is the first time that we've had the option to either charge a suspect or leave a suspect. I feel like the other guy was probably also guilty, but we messed up that interview completely. We did well in this one. I'm just gonna...
Hugo Mueller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
With pleasure.
I had no other choice. Hopefully this is the right choice.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Holy crap. While Hugo Mueller stares down a murder charge, Michelle Mueller contemplates life as an orphan. Wow, what a terrible ending. That I have to be honest. I'm not even gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I just couldn't read the other guy. I couldn't read him well. Yeah, that's a playthrough. You either get some wrong and you get some right. The last episode, the last case, we got 100% on it. This one, we literally shit on it. So, I'm sorry. Wow, I am an idiot. Yep, the golden butterfly. This case was a little confusing for me, but I really hope you enjoyed it. And every playthrough is different. Every person is different. And I guess that's the beauty of Let's Plays. Thank you for watching. If you want more LA Noire, leave it a like. And hopefully, literally, I will see you here again next time, Detective.